open chat. Hey Meta, hi Jersey, hi Ann, hi Carla, hi Sue, hi Joe. I'll play with the kitties until more people show up. Hi. What are you doing back there, Coral? It's stuck on you. Oops, I hit you in the face. Coral, what are you doing? Do you want to play? What are you doing? Come here. What? What are you doing? Hi Beep. Hi Corey. Hi Vera. Hi Ian. Hi Tam. Where'd you go? It's understandable, Corey. Hi Michelle. I think we're all a little stressed. and all feeling a little out of sorts. What are you doing? Hi, Suzanne. You guys have been sleeping all day. Why are you not more active? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Miss BK. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm used to being home a lot, working from home, but there's something different when you don't have the freedom to like just go out and run errands and get things easily. I don't know. It's a little weird. And not knowing what's gonna happen. Like, I haven't had boba tea in like a week and a half. That's a lot. That's a long time. Mm. Yeah, but the good news is that my brother was able to find tofu for me. So that made me very happy today. Not necessarily a tofu I normally eat, but at least it's tofu. Yeah, at least you have test lines. Getting tested here is like nearly impossible. Yeah, so at least food wise, I think I'm taken care of for a little bit. And I was reorganizing my freezer because he also got me a couple bags of frozen vegetables. Yay. And I found I have ice cream in the freezer too. So when things get really rough, I'll break down and have some ice cream. Honestly, my anxiety isn't so much a worry about getting sick. It's more about what's going to happen, like Corey said, with the people I work for, um, for the people I care about who live paycheck to paycheck, all of that kind of stuff is a little anxiety inducing, but I do think that since it is a national, freaking international thing, that there will be systems put in place. Coral, what are you doing? What are you doing, baby? What? What is it, Coral? She's just on my bed like she was searching for some kind of monster, and she's just staring dead at me. Did you find the monster? What is it, baby? What is it? Is there a monster behind me? Coral's stare kills me. She was in my view of the doorway, and now she just slowly backed away out of view. She's a character. Hi, October. Lana, what are you doing? You're so cute. You're so cute. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Jenna. He's so cute. Clean those little toes. You're so cute. You make everything better, Nala. You do. You make everything better. You're so pretty. You're such a pretty girl. What are you doing? Yeah. Is your eye bothering you? You're so cute. Oops. You almost fell. You almost fell. Oops. 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 I believe Zella is very talented. Yeah, that's hard, Corey. I know. The only places hiring right now are the markets, it seems. Nala. Hi, Ghosties. Yeah, and the food delivery. Let me pull up Jersey Story. Of course, Aunt, it's good for all of us. Yes, baby. Where are you going? Come back. You're so funny. So you guys want me to read the story now, or should we wait a little bit? Coral, I've been abandoned. La 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 la. Okay. So this is one that we've done before, but it's been a while. It's Coral and Nala's Gigantolossal Adventure by Jersey Cat. One morning, bored with her packing paper and looking for something else to play with, Nala crawled under the bureau and discovered a hole in the wall, apparently made by the gardeners the day before. Yes, it's you. She called to Coral to come look, and together they crawled through the hole and out onto the grounds of the castle. We should go back inside, said Nala. Yes, we definitely should. In a minute, replied Coral. They walked around exploring the world they had only seen out the window, sniffing the sniffs and enjoying the tickly feeling of grass under their paws. Then, just as they were heading back to the hole in the castle wall, they saw a butterfly fluttering alluringly and decided to chase after it. The butterfly flew across the castle grounds toward the street with the girls in pursuit. It flew through the open doors of a bus stopped in front of the castle. Without really thinking it through, Coral and Nala followed the butterfly onto the bus, the doors closing behind them. Trapped, the girls hid under a seat. From where they hid, they could see the butterfly perched on the bus driver's cap. They huddled together, wishing they had never left the cuddle room. After quite some time, the bus came to a stop and the butterfly flew off. Not knowing what else to do, the girls decided to keep following it. Once off the bus, they found themselves surrounded by huge buildings and hundreds of people all rushing around, threatening to trample them. And I just lost my place. Oh my god. Okay. Since the butterfly had disappeared, Coral and Nala slunk along the side of one of the big buildings, trying to find a place to hide until they could figure out what to do next. Suddenly, a man ran up to them saying, "What are you doing out here, kitties? They're waiting for you on set." He picked them up, tucking one kitten under each arm. "Where's your trainer? She'll never work in this town again." Coral and Nala looked at each other and shrugged. The man carried the girls into one of the huge buildings and to a table where a woman stood waiting. "Cats, finally! Put them down here," she said to the man, then looked closely at Coral and Nala. "Are these the same cats that we used last time? They must have had some work done. I'll have them ready in 20 minutes. Coral and Nala were brushed from their noses to the tips of their tails, then sprayed with fur gloss. They had their canines whitened and their claws polished. Lastly, jeweled collars were placed around their necks. Thus approximately made up and costumed, Coral and Nala were carried to another part of the huge building where they were placed in a fancy faux fur cat bed, sitting on a plush chair in front of a green screen. Soon there were about a dozen people in strange clothes all around them. Some of them moved around and some of them stayed in one place. Most of them said odd things. A lady dressed all in black and white, Nala thought she looked beautiful, shouted up at something the girl couldn't see. Over and over again, the strangely dressed people would say the same odd things and move around in the same way, and the lady in black and white would shout up at the nothing, then someone would yell that he had cut himself, and a few minutes later he'd yell "fraction," and it would all happen again. The girls found it very interesting but confusing. The best part was that whenever the man cut himself, the makeup lady would bring them dishes of food. They didn't know it, but they were eating a lobster. "This is delicious," said Coral, "but I just know I'm going to pay for it later. Stinky poop, right?" replied Nala. "Me too." When the man had cut himself for the last time and said something about wrapping paper, the strangely dressed people all walked away. Coral and Nala were picked up by the makeup lady and taken back to her table, where their jeweled collars were removed and the fur gloss was wiped off. "All done," said the lady. "Now let's put you in your carrier and get you back to your trainer, if I can find her." Deciding they definitely did not want to go into carriers, Coral and Nala jumped down from the table and made a run for it. They dashed through the first open door they saw and found themselves back in the middle of the chaos outside the big buildings. They dodged speeding golf carts and harried personal assistants juggling phones and packages, and their bosses dry cleaning in half-double decaffeinated half-caps with twists of lemon and quarter sprinkles of nutmeg and slightly steamed low-fat alpaca milk. Much to their surprise, the girls saw the butterfly again. They followed it as it flew back onto a bus. Coral and Nala once again hid under a seat. "We were here before. I can smell us," said Coral. At the same time, the bus was pulling away from the curb. A woman holding 2 carriers was running onto the soundstage shouting, "Sorry we're late. Traffic is horrendous and my phone died. I've got the cats and they're hungry. Do you have their lobster?" "Oh, are we late? Are we too late?" She never worked in that town again. Coral and Nala rode the bus until they saw the butterfly fly out the open doors again. Once more, and for the last time, they followed the butterfly out the door and across the grounds of Princess Sarah's castle. When they reached the hole in the wall, which would be surreptitiously repaired by the gardeners the very next day with Sarah none the wiser, they climbed through the back into their room. They climbed through and back into their room. When they emerged from under the bureau, both kittens made a run for the litter box. I knew this was going to happen, said Coral. Me too, said Nala. Just then, Princess Sarah opened the door to the cuddle room to find both kittens in the litter box. Synchronized pooping now, she laughed, then gagged. Ew, that's the stinkiest poop ever, she said, staggering back out the door. Later, after they had cleaned their butts, Coral and Nala curled up together on the seafoam-colored blanket and fell into a deep sleep. They had had quite an adventure that day. Epilogue, Summer 2020. Princess Sarah and Auntie Denise decided to go see the big summer blockbuster that everyone's raving about, The Defenderators, the latest film from Gigantolossal Studios, featuring characters from the Gigantolossal comic universe, Kitten O'Clock, with her ability to turn back time, Ghosty Cat, with her power to morph into a feline wraith, Dirk the Beemaster, and many more, including Manny Moore, Vera Tanium's sidekick. And about an hour into the film, there's a scene set in Lizzie the Lynx's lair where the superheroes have taken refuge while they devise a plan to defeat the mutant drop bears that are wreaking havoc on the planet. Darnation proposes sending a strongly worded email, while Metaluna Squire argues that a cease and desist letter would be more effective. Piano Gal, dressed in her signature black and white costume, shouts up at the CGI rendered Kibble, who towers 30 feet over the others. Hey, you big lummox, watch where you put your feet. You almost stepped on me. Suddenly, Princess Sarah and Aunt Denise both gasp and lean forward in their seats, as if leaning forward in a movie theater would actually help you get a closer look at what's on the screen. They're sitting on a fancy cat bed. Jeweled collars on their necks are a black and white cow kitty and a gray and white tuxie, watching the action around them with interest. Is that, whispers Denise? It can't be. How could it, replies Sarah. They only half watch the rest of the film. So distracted are they by the sight of the cats bearing such an uncanny resemblance to former fosters, Coral and Nala. Meanwhile, Coral and Nala, having long since taken up residence in their forever home, occasionally reminisce about that day. Remember that time when we'll begin, chase that darn butterfly, the other replies. Yeah, stinkiest poop ever. The end. That was long. My voice is cracking. Yay, Jersey! Denise, you're still awake. There's a little moth there, Coral. Eat the moth. Get it, get it. Are you gonna get it? The video is doing something? The video keeps stopping and starting? It must be me. Maybe I need to restart XSplit. Hey, John. What are you doing, Coral? You're so cute. Good night, John. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you two doing? You're so cute. I sure hope there isn't, Corey, because there's not supposed to be something interesting in there. No creatures hiding in the bedroom. I have to say, last night when I was going to sleep, it was so quiet. And where I live, I'm up in the hill, so I can typically hear at least like some like cars periodically driving down below, or if anybody makes any noise down like a mile down, I can hear like noises periodically. And last night it was silent. I was like, just try to enjoy the silence. It was kind of peaceful. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm grateful for, how lucky I am that my brother thought of me when he went shopping. I didn't even tell him to go look for tofu. He texted me and was like, have you been able to find tofu and beans and stuff you can eat? And I was like, I've been having trouble finding tofu and beans. And he was, I don't know how he scored. He went to a Trader Joe's somewhere outside of his neighborhood, and they had like some frozen rice, and they had canned beans, and they had some tofu. You should, Kathy. I'm trying to get my energy up to like really kind of accomplish some stuff in the house that I need to take care of. I think I need to just adjust. And I still have work I need to finish, but I just haven't been able to get in the headspace to finish it all. Denise, you must be going a little stir crazy, Denise. I think you'll be able to accomplish a lot. Be careful on that bike, Denise. I have so many friends who've been hit while they were riding bikes. The good thing is right now traffic is a little lower, but what are you doing? Come here. Thank you, Lori. Well, I have other food, but tofu kind of helps for my protein, and I have beans and rice now, so that's good. So I have protein. What if we find you a helmet with kitty ears on them, Denise? I can glue some on a helmet for you. Kirby! Oh my god, Corey, that's horrible. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you looking at? Hi. Happy birthday, Carrie. What are you doing? Yeah, I feel you, Kirby. What are you doing? Look at that tail. No. Yeah, I think it takes more than a couple weeks for like the oceans and stuff to restore themselves from all of the human damage. I know with like the Venice canals, when all the reason why the water looks clear is because the boats always stir up the sediment, whatever, on the bottom of the floor. Sediment. Thank you. Coral, you're so calm. Yeah, all of us with the beans, eating the beans. Yeah, it's weird. Friends have posted pictures of like the freeways here, and it makes me. I actually almost went for a drive tonight to just clear my head and put the top down. I may do it tomorrow night if it's not raining, because I would imagine this would be the time to go for a drive on the freeway. Sometimes I just love watching Coral watch Nala. She watches Nala more than Nala watches her. Hi. You've never eaten rice and beans? Have you never had a burrito? What is with you Australians? Denise. Oh, I probably need to clean my cat's litter box again today too. Ugh. Oh my God, Lizzie! If I had known that when you were a year, I wouldn't have taken you for pho. I would have taken you for burritos. Hello. Yeah, I will, Denise. I have a feeling something needs to be installed or restarted. Oh, as always, just like life. burrito needs to be put on the top of the list. Like, that's just crazy. Now, I need to find out if Claire's ever had a burrito. But I think Claire must have, because she lived here briefly at some point. Temporarily, she did, I think. Good night, Tam. I would start with a basic burrito first for her. Since she's a meat eater, I would probably do like a chicken burrito. But it's all about the rice and beans, and you know, you'd want to keep it simple, the rice and beans and cheese and guacamole. Lizzie, do you like guacamole? Do you guys get avocados in Australia? It's hot weather there. You have avocados, right? I think the whole reason why we exist is because we need to help Lizzie develop, you know, try other foods. Okay, so I would start with a basic burrito with guacamole and rice and beans and cheese and like chicken or whatever, if she likes beef better than chicken, I don't know. I of course enjoy my vegan burritos, but well, the Senior Fish is the most famous burrito place around here. So next time she comes to LA, we'll do that. But if in Seattle, we'll have to find her someplace there, or just make them for her. Yeah, Senior Fish is the one at Eagle Rock. Then we would just have to take her and have her try a bunch of different Mexican food stuff. Fine, then we'll get her tacos. Okay, so if you've had tacos, then it's similar to burritos, except it's just been in a giant tortilla. Nope, there's not been any interest in them, and right now, they've shut down all the adoption events, and we haven't been having visitors at the sanctuary. But there have been way more people offering to foster. The problem is that in order to become a foster, they kind of need like instruction and orientation, and that would mean, you know, we can't hold an orientation right now. Um, they've been working on online orientations, but in order to become a foster, you need to meet in person. We need to be able to check the people out. We can't just, I think right now a lot of rescues are more willing to just hand over pets to people, but kitten rescue has always been a bit more cautious about that. Like when I became a foster, the foster coordinator came to my house and met with me and saw, where I was going to keep the fosters and everything. I think it's a little easier with dogs than it is with cats. Kind of. I don't know, maybe not. But we also don't have a ton of kittens right now because the shelters have shut down. But the kittens that we do have that we get off the streets or whatever, that takes way more training if they need bottles or anything like that. Well, where I live, there has been generations of Latino families, so we have some really good Mexican food here. We're very lucky. Oh, baby. Yeah, I had no clue how much work it would take fostering kittens. Um, and even with what she went over with me, there was so much more that, like, as you go along, you kind of learn and pick up. Huh, Nala. You're lucky I was a little bit more experienced by the time I got you. Good night, Denise. You're so cute. What are you looking at? Oh. A little baby spider. Now I feel bad. Oh, that reminds me, I should use the potatoes I have before they go bad. Before they start sprouting. What are you doing, baby? I don't know, can you bake potatoes and then freeze them? Or like cook them and then freeze them? Or would they taste horrible? Mashed would freeze? Mmm. Yeah. Even if they weren't as smooth, I'd probably still eat them. Just add a lot of vegan butter. Oh, really? With apples? Good night, Anne. Oh, I understand the toilet paper thing. People are afraid that this will go on really long and they'll run out of toilet paper and they won't be able. It's like growing up, I used to have dreams about not being able to find a bathroom. and all the bathrooms I would find would be broken or disgusting. I think a lot of people transfer anxiety and their need to control something to basic like things like toilet paper. Honestly, I think that fights over toilet paper were a rare occurrence, but the videos go viral and everybody, but at least I've not personally talked to anybody who's experienced violence at the grocery store. Oh, hi, Kendaria. Yeah, we need to give the manufacturers time to recreate toilet paper. One of Nala's eyes has been watering a little bit. I swear. Oh, little baby. You're so cute. Why is your eye watering? Hi, Layla. What are you doing? You're so cute. I think those companies are allowed to stay open. Good night, Anne. Well, I've been coming in at 9 o'clock. I might be a few minutes late, but usually if you're here at 9, I'll be here unless I'm not feeling well. Oh, he's curled up to go to sleep. Oh, you're so cute. I love you. Are you sleepy? Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, I saw the online toilet paper. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna head out. Have a little snack before I go to bed. I slept in too late this morning. I think I need to try to get up early again. Ooh, for my insanity. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.